Your business demands more value from technology investments, more innovation, faster delivery, and improved quality and security. In this video, we'll cover how FlexDeploy is a perfect solution to help you meet these demands for the Oracle CX Commerce platform. FlexDeploy is a DevOps platform for continuous delivery and release automation, which streamlines and orchestrates planning through deployment and monitoring. FlexDeploy integrates your toolchain and provides a comprehensive solution for build automation and continuous integration, deployment automation, and release orchestration. FlexDeploy includes out-of-the-box integration with technologies across your software development and delivery lifecycle, making it easy to get started where you are today and evolve into the future. The out-of-the-box plugins and integrations eliminate manual activities and scripting and create high-quality and repeatable processes while increasing speed and driving down cost and risk. Whether you have a team of 2 or 200, FlexDeploy provides role-based optimizations for developers, administrators, release managers, and anyone involved in software development, delivery, and support. Everything you see in this demo can be implemented in a couple of days, helping achieve benefits quickly. FlexDeploy release pipelines streamline and orchestrate your processes and can be designed to meet your requirements. This example CX pipeline governs change across 3 stages or environments: development, stage, and production. Each stage has gates and steps, which can include automated and manual activities. The development stage has no gates and has steps for validating quality with an automated Sonar Cube scan of the JavaScript files that are being deployed. The stage environment has 3 gates for quality checks and approval and a schedule gate to deploy daily at noon. After the gates are satisfied, the steps are executed. In this case, the staging environment includes steps to validate the changes, execute automated deployments and functional tests, a manual test verification, and notifying the QA manager of the results via email. Releases describe the content which will be deployed through the environments and include any type of FlexDeploy projects. This release includes 3 CX Commerce-related projects for files, page layout, and a server-side extension. The release uses the CX pipeline we looked at a moment ago. Projects can be added and removed as the release scope evolves. Release snapshots contain specific versions of the project artifacts that are moved across the pipeline. Snapshot execution can be triggered automatically when a developer commits a change, on demand from the UI, at scheduled intervals, or via APIs. The release dashboard provides visibility to the status of each snapshot and helps manage the process as changes move across staging environments and into production. This release snapshot is waiting at an approvals gate in the stage environment. We have visibility to all project artifacts for a snapshot, including the details of what is included in each deployment package. CX Commerce files and their automated build and deployment are handled by FlexDeploy projects. Let's take a closer look at this project, which we are using to manage packages of CX Commerce files from Git to our CX Commerce instances. In this project, we are managing all of the CX Commerce files that DCU would normally manage. We are storing the files that we created in Git and deploying them to the 3 instances. Our development process dictates that when developers use the DCU create operations, they keep them locally, work on them, and then check them into a feature branch. When this is merged into the main branch, the files populate into FlexDeploy and they are deployed into the dev environment. The locales property allows us to deploy only the necessary locales to our target environment. This makes the deployments much faster. In this project, we have package Glory 14 set up to migrate a few different CX Commerce objects, including widgets. These widgets will automatically deploy to their associated widget instance. Packages can be created and maintained automatically by incoming webhooks from many source control providers. Page layouts are not triggered in this project because they are modified directly in the dev environment and are migrated from dev directly to stage and from stage to prod without being stored in source control. You can see that all page layouts are listed here. They were populated directly from our Dev Oracle CX Commerce instance by clicking the Populate button. We can build a project version with 1 or more page layouts in it and deploy them through environments. Reusable workflows use pre-built plugins to eliminate manual activities and scripting. We can filter to look at the CX Commerce plugin and see its operations. The build workflow simply zips up the files based on what was selected in the package that was built. The deploy OCC step in this workflow exposes two inputs. First, Publish after deploy, which executes a publish event post-deployment. Second, always use transfer all, which results in simpler checks, bypassing the pesky already modified errors that DCU typically generates. The check for unpublished changes operation enables workflow decisions based on whether there are changes pending on the target CX Commerce instance that haven't been published yet. FlexDeploy workflows enable business logic processing during execution. For instance, you could choose to throw a fault if other pending changes are present. Similar workflows and plugins exist for many technologies. FlexDeploy provides extensive visibility. We can see the current version of the package and which version is deployed in each environment. Executing automated and repeatable build and deployment is easy. In many cases, builds and deploys will be driven from SCM events, such as push to the main branch. They can also be executed individually at the project level or from the release screen. These methods would be needed for page layouts, as there is no SCM integration for them. In this case, we'll do an on-demand build of the Glory 14 package for the Oracle CX Commerce release. Now that the build has been submitted, let's go to the dashboard, where we can get real-time visibility and insights for troubleshooting, driving continuous improvements, and meeting audit requirements. The dashboards provide visibility to all builds, deploys, tests, and other activities as they occur, and makes it easy to identify problems and take action. The dashboard statistics and test automation tabs provide insight to historical activities and metrics, which help with release readiness and continuous improvement. The build workflow for the OCC page layouts package has completed and has triggered the release snapshot execution. Let's drill into the build workflow execution details. This level of detail is typically not required, but can be helpful for activities such as troubleshooting and audits. This build workflow execution provides information at your fingertips, such as execution logs, build artifacts and files, source control change logs, and test results. The same would be true for deployment execution. The Artifacts tab allows you to download the zip copy of the files that are ready to deploy. And the Files tab includes the page layouts that are in the Glory 14 package. If we go back to the release dashboard, a new snapshot was created that includes the new version of the page layouts we just built. Release snapshots will continue to be created and tested in lower environments until the release meets the requirements for functionality and quality, and then be deployed into the production environment. We can look at the Environment History Report, which provides traceability to all changes and helps with troubleshooting and audits. File-level details are available, and the reports include information related to project and service management tickets, source control, test execution, and whatever you need to track and trace across the software development and delivery lifecycle. You just saw how FlexDeploy creates automated and repeatable processes for build, deployment, and release management of CX Commerce files and page layouts. FlexDeploy also increases the security of your CX Commerce instances by storing your API keys and providing role-based access, which enforces governance and controls. Never again will someone accidentally deploy their untested code to production. FlexDeploy frees developers from repetitive tasks by automating manual processes and promotes Oracle-recommended best practices. Choose FlexDeploy, the leading CX Commerce release automation platform. For more information or to request a demo, go to flexagon.com.